Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to look at some simple linear inequalities. We've been told that the breadth of a room must not be more than 44 meters and the floor area must be at least 100 meters squared. The length should be at least 2 meters more than the breadth. Taking x and y to represent length and breadth respectively, write down three inequalities other than x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0 to describe these conditions. So when we are considering some variables or some quantities, because they must be greater than 1, because they must be positive, because it is a number of items, a certain length, of course, these ones become inequalities by default, because the length, of course, has to be greater than 0 and y has to be greater than 0. So now we're going to get some other inequalities to represent this information. We're going to get these inequalities from the statements provided here. The breadth of a room must not be more than 44, and breadth is the width, which we are letting to be y, because x is for the length and y for breadth. So the breadth must not be more than 44. Therefore, y should either be or less than 44. This is the first inequality. The breadth is supposed to be either 44 or below there, because it must not be more than. So it should be either 44 or less. We are told again that the floor area must be at least 100 meters squared. So floor area is given by x times y, and x times y, it is supposed to be at least 100 meters squared. Therefore, it is either greater than or 100 meters, because it should be at least. So the least it can be is 100. So this is the second inequality. The third one, the length should be at least 2 meters more than the breadth. At least 2 meters more than the breadth. Therefore, the length, which we are letting to be x, is supposed to be either equal to or less than, either equal to or greater than the width by 2. So y plus 2, because the length has to be a value greater than the breadth by 2 or more. So this is the third inequalities. Thank you for following. Subscribe and share.